Lovely people, a pleasant afternoon to you. So, lovely people, I bought the Weekend Star yesterday, I think it was. Yeah. So, I saw the caption on the front page: Men turn to ChatGPT for sexual guidance. Poor head game. Insults leaves self-acclaimed pro stunned. Self-acclaimed. Oh my goodness, let's read it. It says for years, 29. I'm looking for somebody. I thought it was going to be somebody in their 40s, 50s. Seriously, for years, 29-year-old Kevin carried a quiet pride about his bedroom skills. The confidence came crashing down with a single WhatsApp message from a female whose world he thought he had rocked. Listen to me, 29-year-old Kevin. The number of women who are probably saying the same things in their minds about their husbands, their boyfriends, their fiancés. It's astronomical. It's unbelievable. I don't agree with it. I think they need to have conversations. It's just that your egos, though. So some men, you start to get an attitude when she's telling you, look here, you're really not satisfying me, sexually. You're not doing a good job, honestly. And I don't expect her to be coarse and to be dry and to be without feeling. But she probably tried her best to communicate as best, and you just don't want to hear it. Anyway, it seems as if this is what the message says. Stop talk like you're a top eater, cause you're just regular. Her WhatsApp message read. Kevin said he had pride himself as a professional, and thus when he saw that message, his world came tumbling down. The criticism, he said, did more than question technique. It destabilized identity. But I laugh it out. It's just, no, sir. He had built confidence on those reactions. Women can make a whole heap of noise when nothing now go on. Here. But now the words hit harder than any insult he could have imagined. And this is him speaking now. When the girl told me I was not so good, I felt really heartbroken and started crying at one point. Dang, brother. Oh my God. I prefer she told me that my penis was small than tell me my head game is poor. Why, every man is probably different, because the small penis is a saga in and of itself that a lot of men cannot handle. So he really prided himself in the head game. He told the Weekend Star. But Kevin refused to let the message define him. He turned inward, experimenting and reflecting in private. He's speaking now. Me practice pan the orange. Me practice with the yogurt. And all of them things there. He said. He also quietly turned to artificial intelligence platform ChatGPT for help. I actually don't have a problem with people turning to ChatGPT for help in terms of their sexual prowess or the lack thereof. Because remember, it's an amalgamation of all the experts and the expert advices, information that comes together in it. So it may help him. It's almost like when people say read, back in the day when they would say read this particular book, read that particular book, so that it can help you to know how to perform the different positions to put your woman and whatnot and so on. So I really don't see anything wrong with him checking chat. I mean, better safe than not. ChatGPT is like my little friend. So anything me need clarity on, I go to it. I told about my situation, what she said. I'm not laughing at you, guys. I'm so sorry. So please give me some advice as to how to become better at it, he said. 6 months later, he said the difference was noticeable. Oh my God, it was probably the best. He's speaking, It felt like it was the first I was doing it in my life. The response was good, and I think my performance was better, Kevin admitted. Now he encourages open communication, which I agree with. You must, with your partner, you must have open communication there. For years, I've heard, and this is not just in terms of the head game, we're talking regular action now, the regular 9 to 5 job now, if you understand what I'm saying. And for years, I've heard about a number of, especially married women, who for years have never reached a climax by her husband. That's a very sad situation, and the man probably thinks he is satisfying her. I mean, I don't know how he's going to think that after 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes. But if the minutes are longer, like half an hour, because you're doing foreplay, you're doing this, that, and the third, I think it is fair to your husband to say to him, Joe, Tom, Dick, Harry, look here. You're not cut no dash. And you're gonna say it in a humble way, in a gentle way. You don't have to tear him down. I'm just saying that now for you to get it, because there's so many different ways. It may work this way for this man, it may work another way for that man. Some men you probably have to be very direct and say, you're not cut no dash, you're not perform good, you're not satisfy me, I'm not reaching my high point. It's only you getting a kicks. I'm not satisfied. I'm not pleased. Some men prefer that. You just hit the nail on the head. All right. So now he encourages open communication. For women who are afraid to speak up, talk your talk. I agree with the man. A man might feel a way, but hopefully him not take it to heart. But him will do him research and see what he's supposed to do. To do so him can become better, he said. Good. While Kevin sought air after his confidence was shaken, 22-year-old Andre, who was a virgin at the time, turned to the chatbot before his first sexual experience. And Andre now is speaking. I honestly did not know what to expect. Most of what I heard came from friends or what I saw online. And a lot of it sounded unrealistic. Probably. Embarrassment prevented him from asking his asking peers for guidance. You cannot, and he's speaking again, you cannot really ask your friends for step-by-step instructions without it becoming a joke. You know why it becomes a joke? Because let me tell you something. We have a false notion that maybe a number of our Jamaican men are versed in terms of foreplay, really understanding what it is to make love to the woman. It's just the slam bam, thank you, madam, if that saying or that jargon still goes. A lot of them are unaware, so maybe they laugh to just to pretend as though you're a joker. At your 22 you don't do nothing yet, you're still a virgin or whatever. Maybe they are virgins too. Maybe they are clueless. Additionally, they are lacking knowledge, because somebody who's sound and knowledgeable more than likely will want to help and not going to find it funny, because they know that this is something that you really have to study. It's an art. You're not just going to know how to perform properly to your woman. So, and I did not want to ask a woman that appear inexperienced. So what? If you appear inexperienced, that's fine. Men have some preconceived notions that women are probably not even considering and not even thinking. Nothing is wrong if you're inexperienced, That's why you have the whole cougar something going, which I don't really encourage, but it happens. I can't do anything about it. He said, instead he searched privately. I literally asked how to make sure your first time is not awkward. It broke things down, communication, taking your time, paying attention to her comfort, he said. It made me realize it is not about performing like a porn star. Thank you. It is about connection. When he eventually became sexually active earlier this year, he described the experience as manageable and grounded. It was not perfect, naturally, but we talked through things that made it easier, Andre said. Like Kevin, he valued the absence of judgment. With the bot, it was just me and the screen. There was no fear of being laughed at. A ChatGPT query into how often people turn to it for guidance on sexual health and function revealed shocking results. The chatbot, reported that users frequently ask questions about libido, that is your sexual drive, when it says libido, performance issues, contraception, sexual anatomy, and safe practices. Clinical psychologist Dr. Paul Smith says AI is viewed as a uniquely safe space by many persons, some of whom are too embarrassed to seek professional help. There is no judgment. They're in a safe space to be and to think about it. There are persons who find that when they take the issues outside of that environment, people tend to judge them, and they can't be vulnerable because of what others think of them, Smith said. Guys, you know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe, give me one of those lines, and you can follow